When I first wanted to choose the topic that I would be going to speak about, I thought about someone famous. It was not going to be on an ordinary famous person, but on a famous that had made history for being a true leader. Someone who sought truth, justice, and peace. I first thought on Jesus Christ, but after having read again about him, I realized once again that it's a story that could have been manipulated for private interests, and perhaps it's not told as it really was. Thus, I decided to write about somebody else, Mahatma Gandhi, the most self-effacing, peacemaker, and truthful man I had never known before. Mahatma Gandhi was born on 2nd October 1869 in India. This day is also celebrated as International Day of Nonviolence in his honor. He was most known as Mahatma, that means great soul, and he had a great personality that inspired movements for civil rights and freedom. He was convinced over of his mission on earth. He helped poor and underprivileged people and spread the message of love and equality across the world. He looked like a simple and humble man with white eyes and a deep gaze that reflected calmness, with his smile bright and transparent and his heart full of love that became the hope of his native country. The shape of his face was prominent, with all the features mobile and flexible, and his complexion that reflected strength and vigor. His appearance was a symbol of his idea of truth and peaceful resistance. With regard to his personality, he was self-confident and disciplined, and he was an understanding but strong man who used to say, "The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is an attribute of the strong." In spite of having been a mediocre student, as he called himself, at primary and high school, he turned out to be a wise and peaceful person, giving evidence of his reasoning and intelligence and deep faith in the principles of truth and nonviolence at a very young age. Mahatma Gandhi was a charismatic person who was able to unarm people and win the love with respect through charming simplicity and honesty. He valued his principles of basic human quality like truthfulness and honesty much more than personal comfort and benefits. Although he was deeply religious, he respected all religions and opposed to all aberrations. His ideas of non-violence and peaceful ways of resistance were sometimes confused with weakness, but in fact he achieved through them what many powerful and strong men have never achieved through violence. He led three great popular movements that eventually wore down the British government and led to the Indian independence.